Throughout history, barbershops have been known to play a vital role as hubs when it comes to conversation, culture, and community. In this episode, I decided to have a one-on-one interview with a barber to ask him about his impact within his own community and how being a barber himself has influenced his life as well as others. Alright, so what's your name?
My name is Halim Boone, I'm from Philadelphia, PA.
Okay, cool. And what's your profession?
I'm a barber stylist.
Alright, how long have you been cutting hair?
I've been cutting hair for I'll say professionally, about like 8 years or so.
Okay.
But I've always had clippers in my hand since I was a youth. Like I started cutting myself since I was 11.
Mm-hmm.
So that started my passion for it, I would say.
So you started around like 11?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the best part of being a barber?
The best part of being a barber, well, on a personal end, it's more so like the free will. Like I make my own schedule. Like it's a discipline thing because I had to be on point with it, but also it's the I'm my own boss. Like I get to tell myself how much I'm making, when I'm making it, how I'm gonna make it. But I would say the best part about being a barber is like I feel like I'm a pillar of the community and I'm important to the community because it's one of the only safe spaces you can bring people together, and I feel like it's the best neutral zone.
What's your favorite thing about being a barber, specifically in Philly?
I would say it's just more so like being a part of the culture. Like when you're a barber, you see all walks of life, like from different types of people, different cultures, heritage, and even like different parts of the city. So you get different perspectives on like how life is being in Philly. So I would say like for real, it's just more so like being with the kids, cause that's how like I'm young, but the kids keep me like really grounded.
What's the difficult part about being a barber?
Difficult part about being a barber? That's a great question. So I would say more so like just balance. Cause being a barber, you can lose yourself real fast. Cause you can get content and comfortable, like doing like in your certain ways. Like also you just for a fact of like once you start getting to a certain point of success, you start to feel yourself a little bit. Like you start to do certain things that you wasn't doing early on in the game. So it's like it not that it shortens your career, but it hinders it, because then you're not really trying to, I would say, better yourself or like move more forward.
How do you humble your ego when it comes to stuff like that?
More so looking up to my mentors, seeing where I would want to be at and seeing where I'm at now. And also just like put myself in a position where as though if I wasn't a barber, who I would be. Like a lot of people kind of take for granted of their position and they don't see like without this, who are you? And a lot of barbers feel like they are themselves because of a barber, and I feel like I'm a barber because I am myself.
So your pops is a barber, right?
Yes.
Okay. How has your pops being a barber influenced you as a barber in your journey of being a barber?
I would say he played a vital role because of the fact of without him, I wouldn't have this barbershop. Like I wouldn't be this far. Like I feel like I would still be cutting out of a basement somewhere, or even cutting at all. I don't think I would really be a barber, because he put in my head like not even just the aspect of barbering, but the business and like tending to people. Like, cause a barber, you're like that ghetto therapist. Mm-hmm. Feel me? Like you're the person that people go to for certain advice, certain perspectives. So I feel like he helped in showing me the way of like this is how you would do it. Like do your thing, but this is a way you could take some things from how I do this.
Thinking back on that barber role, especially within communities like ghettos and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Why do you think barbers are so vital within the black community, being therapeutic and everything like that, being a good from the outside world?
Because it's like I said earlier, it's a safe space. Like, and here there's no judgment. Like, and here you can really be yourself. Honestly, like I invite people to really come in here and just act accordingly. Like, of course, you have to have some respect, but on the same thing, like just feel free. I mean, I feel like barbers, they invite the aspect of like certain conversations, certain vulnerability. Because say a man, a married man going through it with his wife, a barber gives you that like, hey bro, it's just women. Or like, you just going through a certain space where you just not feeling yourself, or you've been around her too much. Give yourself a hobby. Yeah. So I feel like a barber helps in aid of, like, not even just the man, but just helping the community start to, like, just feel more like themselves. I mean, like we were saying earlier, the community is always against each other instead of like coming together. So I feel like this space helps bring different people together. So then I'm not even just forced, but I have to like see what you're saying.
So being a barber in the field, keeping up with trends and stuff like that, how do you feel about like the white hair ones and stuff like that?
Okay.
Like too rare and stuff like that?
Yeah, I feel like this was coming. But at first, I'm gonna keep it a being. I was not with the trend. Like I feel like I was one of those like ignorant barbers from back in the day, because like, you so used to like doing things your way and so used to like the way of life, you don't want to try too many new things. Or on the same end, it's like, you also want it to done a certain way. Like the kids nowadays, they just put the chalk on their head and they leave it like that. Like more so, like I come from a time like you got to use a razor, it's technique. Feel me? And it comes from the fact that it was an ash line on the head. So the chalk just create that, aesthetical effect. But I love it though. I'm here for it now.
Is that one of the things that keep you humble, like trends and stuff like that?
Yeah.
I don't even like that. Why are you doing that?
Exactly. Like it keeps me up because first, like I'm gonna keep it a being. Like I had a bunch of kids coming. You got chalk, and it's not chalk, but it's a pencil that does create that chalk effect. So I say I have to like coincide with it because of the fact of like it's what the people want, but also it's like you can't keep yourself at a certain level. You have to grow at things. Feel me? So it's like even like the Beijing and the black spray. It was a certain time people didn't really want that, but then it was like, hold on, it make me look good. So you're gonna have to elevate and evolve sometimes.
Do you get the old heads that like
yes, and they ask for Beijing specifically. Like, and I tell them I don't got. For one, I'm not taking all this time to mix the color and all that and get you right. I got spray for that. And so, but yeah, we do have those type of clients. But it's okay though. So it's like people want what they want, and if you're not gonna do it, they're gonna find somebody else to. It's like knowing how your hand works around the head, and to be specific on that is really how I relate it to my students is like you got to know your own superpowers, like your strengths, your weaknesses. Like a lot of people have shaky hands, so then it's about timing. Like when you're going around the head, it's more so just like catching it before you even feel like you're about to do something that you wouldn't want to be done. And it's being aware, like you have to see the whole, like not everybody's head shape is the same. So you have to see the whole head, and then after that you gotta section it off. And then it's about learning your client. I would say it's really about communication. Like before we even start, he tells me what he wants, and then I ask what I could do differently. And if it's not, then we just gonna keep going with the same way. So it's really about using your vision, and then using your tone, like your voice. And then after that, it really just, it goes through from there. And just let the clipper do the work. You can never force it.
And Justin, if you don't mind me asking you, what are the techniques that you feel are some of the skills that make lean like a barber?
First things first, I would say he's sharp. But second, I would say it's more just like a kind of relationship thing, where a question you kind of asked earlier is in kind of what separates like lean and what kind of the style and stuff. I actually met lean from a friend. So my friend was actually going here, and then to see how he kind of interacted with my friend, I was like, man, let me see what's up, because he wasn't that far from my house, and we ended up exchanging contact information, and then probably the next couple of weeks I scheduled my first appointment. And once I walked through the door, it was kind of just like, we just met, but we kind of knew each other for a long time, just based off our conversations. Like when I come in here, it's not just like a hi and bye thing. We asked about life, we asked about what he's doing with his barber career and stuff, what I'm doing in my life, and it's just good vibes, And it's a good brother, and I know that God is going to bless him in just numerous ways, and I see that the work he's putting in now is going to just pay off in the long run. So.
Honestly, this is my piece. Like, it started off as a passion, and then it became something that was like therapeutic to me. Like, I started off as an artist. Like, I would call myself a type of Picasso. You feel me? So I would be in art classes, and then the only thing I could think about is like cutting hair, or when we do certain art pieces, it would be about a haircut, or for me, like a barbershop. So I feel like it always been something that I wanted to gravitate towards. Because at first when I was younger, I ran away from it. Like, I wanted to be an athlete, but then I came back to it because of the art of the game. Like, it's more than just taking hair off the head, but it's making somebody look like not even new, but enhancing their look. Like, even with like the enhancements we have, the haircut itself already enhanced your look. So then I can just add more to make you more you. I feel like it really can be both. Like, it is a craft because it takes time to even like, not a lot of people are prodigies. Like, if you can see something, a lot of times you can do it. Feel me? But a craft is something you work on constantly. Like, it takes time to even get even the vision to see like what I'm doing or what I would want to do. And then you have to learn about the actual like aspect of cutting hair. Like, a lot of people forget, everybody has a swirl or crown in their head, and you can't cut through that. Feel me? A lot of rookies make that mistake of like going through it or cutting in the wrong way, or not even following the grain of the hair. So there's different aspects you have to learn before you can really become a barber. Like, once you pick up clippers and you can cut hair, I would say you're a barber. But then you have to go through, the whole nine. I mean, every level you go through helps you, like, it levels up your whole attributes, I would say. Okay. It was more so like the way he treated his shop. Like, my dad always been probably like my superhero, like my role model, because of the fact of like, when I seen it, he made it look like something that was just way better than anything else. Like, the way he came in the shop early in the morning, left late at night. You know what I mean? Even when he was cutting certain notable people, like one person I could refer to is Lou Williams. Like, Lou Williams been in my life, he's been in the first half of my life consistently, because we was always around, went to the house and stuff. So that made me exactly. So it made me want it. Like, I'm in this basketball player house because my dad just need to cut his hair, and then you get paid handsomely because of my craft, and then it's an art because he specifically wants this person. Like, a craft, you can go to anybody, like a car. Like, you go to anybody to fix a car. But when I want somebody to make my car in a manner that I like your creativity and then the way I want it to come out, that's the art form of it. Feel me? So I would say, like, he showed me, like, yes, anybody could be a barber, but not anybody could really make this art, like, come to life. Feel me? Honestly, I do love a nice low season, but what I would do is I like to make a burst fade. Like, when I started, I couldn't make fades small. So it started off with being these huge burst fades. But a lot of my clients liked it. So when they came, they would say, just do what you did last time. And I love cutting waves because, like, you can see everything from me. Like, it's not hard to really pinpoint, and it's like, it's the most characteristic haircut because it's never the same. Like, some people have beehives, some people have 720s, things of that nature. And it's always a clean cut. Like, there's certain haircuts that people have, like me, for instance. When I give myself a haircut, I can barely see it unless I have my hair up. Feel me? But there's people that have the nappy boys, and it looks good the day and then the second day, but then at the day 3, 4, and 5, it starts to age. Like, yeah. So when you do waves, it's like, it sits and it sits well. Like, I feel like, but the thing is, everybody do have a fair shot, but what bro is saying is more so is like, they don't have that same air time. Like, the person for the Green Party this year has not said a word, to us, because we haven't seen it. Feel me? We don't even get the option to be like, yo, he could be a great president, or she. You know what I mean? Because of the fact that, like, our media is being swayed to see just these two people.
People like the people in the community gotta take control of, more of our local elections. It started off with our city stuff, our city council, our city mayor, our state representatives and stuff like that, our state governor, like they have the ball. They control a lot to our everyday lives. So if we want change, if we want to see, just a difference in our communities, we have to seek that candidate out. We have to do the research, We can't, instead of us taking, Trump or Kamala, do the research of seeing the Robert, the RFKs, the Green Party candidates, even though some of their messages you might not agree with, but let's be real. When we vote for a candidate, we're not going to get all the stuff we want to vote for. Like, we probably only get 2, 3, maybe.
Exactly.
And we just got to meet people halfway, because I don't know, we be bogged down with certain issues so much just because we don't want to talk to one another. We quick to shut down when we hear something we don't like.
And when you don't vote, it's a vote for the other side. Because of the fact of that side may be stronger in numbers, or for instance, our PA was a swing vote. Like, we were the sway state. Feel me? The swing state. My apologies.
No, I know what you did.
Feel me? So we was a swing state, and once that joint turned, what was it? What's Trump? Red, right?
Yeah, Trump is
Republican.
Yeah, Republican. It turned red because first we was blue, but then all their votes didn't get in. It turned red, and then when we went into the rural, nitty gritty of it, the whole state was red except for 3 or 4 counties. You know what I mean? Including us, not even Erie. I think it was us and 2 other counties that I don't even know of, and then plus Pittsburgh. You feel me?
People forgot, Trump almost got assassinated in our own state, even though it wasn't our city. But Pennsylvania is very crucial and important. So we gotta take this thing. We see how important and beneficial it is.
Exactly.
So why not, instead of pushing a certain messaging agenda, doing certain careers, do politics?
I would say honestly, it's been one of the most fun rides I've had, especially from my origin story. I feel like coming from where I came from till now, it's I can only go but so. I can only there's no ceiling to this. You feel me? It's crazy that I'm even here, because every day I appreciate it. So I feel like I'm gonna take this to heights that my dad hasn't even seen. And that's where I really that's my goal. I want to be a barber instructor on the biggest scale possible. I don't want to just be teaching barbering, but I want to teach the life of being your own person. Feel me? A barber is just his own person. He's just in a state of mind where he's giving a service. So I want to be I don't really want to be cutting celebrities. I want to cut athletes because they understand scheduling. They understand for instance, bro got to be somewhere. If I'm cutting an athlete, he got a game in about 30 minutes. I can't take 45, 50 to cut his hair. So I say my career is really just starting. I'm still on my rookie contract in my head.
What goals do you have for yourself as a barber, and personally, just as far as your personal life, you have set out in a couple years from now? Okay,
so a couple years as a barber, I want to expand. I want to be able to be a barber manager, and that's just the man who comes in. He don't have to cut, but he can if he want to. But I have people in here that I have this shot for the character, for real. I want to put people in here and have them give a space where they're not just looking for a spot. They want to be here. This is their a franchise team, for example. I want to be not the owner, but I want to be more so the coach.
Like a dynasty.
Exactly. That's what I want to create. I want to create a team full of MVPs. You know what I mean? I want everybody to be that star player. You know what I mean? So that's my goal. And personally, I want to be as big as possible, just successful. Success can be in any manner. And I feel a lot of people see it as being that millionaire, trillionaire. No, I just want to be somebody that somebody can look up to. Cause I know I had that throughout my whole life. I had a lot of great male role models. And I feel people need that. And these kids don't have that initially, or they don't have that role model. Not say none of them, but not a lot of them have somebody can just like, bro, yeah, like I need you right now. I mean, somebody can call on. Like I have kids, he probably will call me right now just to talk. Like, I have 2 of them, and they call me like almost every other week, and they don't even ask about Barber no more because it's more so like we're more than just barbers at this point. Like it's a family thing.
What's a message that you would like to give out to the world?
It's crazy you say that because I was just when we was talking about that girl, like never let your dreams die, and never let your inner child go like wither away. Like your inner child doesn't die because you can't kill them. Feel me? Like they just get smaller and smaller until they don't like encompass your whole body no more. Like one thing I will say is like I've always wanted to be the person that like never could, like I never just became that grumpy old man, feel me, that just like always has something bad to say and just bitter. Like I want to be somebody that like he's still childish, of course, feel me, because you're supposed to be. Like that's your most natural, like most vulnerable state. I mean, and that's who has the dreams. Like you don't dream no more once you like let your inner child go like pale. I mean, so I always say like it's vague and it's cliche, but you need that. Like always chase your dream. Like even when I'm 40, I'm gonna be chasing the dream.
Still blocking.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like, cause it's like you need that. It's what keeps you alive. It's that purpose. You feel me? Like, find your purpose and make the dream that purpose. Feel me? Or make your purpose your dream. If they both of them both ways, any way you want to shape it. I mean, and just keep your inner child alive.
That's a great message.
Appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate you just as a friend and also just you as a person.
For sure.
Since I met you, you've been nothing but positive, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, you've been nothing but positive. That's one of the things that I truly admire about your character.
Oh, thank you.
Because you're just authentic. And it's one thing to be authentic, but to be authentic in a positive light, in a positive way. Like my first impression when I first met you, I was like, I remember I told Brandon, I was like, yeah, Liam, that's a good person to have around.
Appreciate you.
Great energy.
No, thank you, bro. And I appreciate you for like even inviting me into space and just person you are, bro. Like even when I first met you, bro, like it was just like, bro, you're like you was just a cool dude, bro. Like bro, you not like even when we don't talk, you've been nothing but cool, bro. Like you've been nothing but a great person. Like, feel me? Like you have those flowers, bro. You have the gift. Like even like in the way you speak, bro. Like you have it. Feel me, bro? Like never stop being you, bro. Honestly.
Thank you.
Honestly. No, I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, that's it.
No, for sure. Hey, bro.
Love you too, man.
For sure.
Bye-bye.